While the media was busy turning Trump and Elon Musk into the latest reality TV feud, something important actually did happen. No, really, it did. Stick around and I'll tell you about it. So behind all the headlines and memes, the Republican Party faced three major developments this week. Two of them fell apart, but one actually passed. And that could affect millions of American families. And you probably didn't even hear a word of it. I know I didn't. First up, the Republican-led budget plan tied to Speaker Mike Johnson crashed and burned. Why? Because Elon Musk called the proposed spending deal horrible on Twitter. And then Donald Trump immediately echoed that sentiment. Their influence helped sink a stopgap bill that could have avoided another government shutdown. Instead of fixing the issue, GOP lawmakers turned on each other. And for the second time in weeks, there was talk about firing the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. So while headlines covered billionaire insults, the actual government came within inches of grinding to a halt again. A Republican group, inspired by Elon Musk's bold claim that the government could cut $2 trillion every year in spending. Well, it turns out that number was made up. Shocking, right? The caucus proposed just $9 million in cuts. That's not even 0.5% of what Elon Musk said was possible. One GOP leader called Elon's claim a massive exaggeration. And now the DOGE caucus is fizzling fast. It was a headline stunt. No plan, no math, just big words and viral tweets. It's one hell of a way to run a government, I swear to God. And yet, for weeks, the media chased the Musk-Trump spectacle instead of exposing how unserious this efficiency movement really was. And here's the real kicker. A very rare bipartisan bill actually passed. It's called the Take It Down Act, a new law that gives victims of revenge porn and AI-generated deepfakes the ability to demand platforms remove the content. I'm okay with that. It sailed through the House and the Senate with almost unanimous support, and Trump signed it into law last month. It protects kids, families, and especially women from being targeted by this technology. That's real policy, real action. And it was barely a blip on the news. So yeah, it's fun to watch billionaires act like high school exes. But while you're distracted by drama, the real wins and failures of government are still happening off screen. If you're tired of theater and you want more of what actually matters, like this video, share it, and let's bring the focus back to where it belongs, on us. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of all this drama. I am just still so skeptical that I'm not even sure I believe any of it's real. I don't know what's real anymore. I haven't known what's real in decades, or at least one decade. This drama doesn't interest me, unless, of course, I need to, grab my bug-out bag and hit the road because these guys are, going to get real stupid. But it looks like they've calmed down since. I'm sure this is probably just all Elon crashing. Apparently he was pretty high while he was there. Not for nothing. That big, beautiful bill can blow. It blows. And I'm glad that Elon criticized it. But it's, of course, everything is all for the wrong reasons. Clearly, Elon's not going to be the billionaire hero that we need. We just keep getting more and more villains. So hang in there, guys. I will let you know if any other news happens while they try to keep us distracted. That bill that they passed sounds pretty awesome. I'd heard that they were working on it, and I'm glad to see that something like that went through. that could have been a very, very ugly and awful thing had they not done that, in our future. So at least that went through. Something good happened. It was a bipartisan bill. Everybody was on board with it. And I give credit where credit's due. Absolutely. Good job. Thank you. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there who feel the same way, on both sides of the aisle. It was a good thing. But anyway, I'm not going to drag this out. Tomorrow's my Friday. I am exhausted from work, and I cannot wait to get some sleep, get some rest, and start on another week with you guys. And you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the comments. Thanks. Bye.